Right, here we are in the PMDG 777. Hello again. Hey Ted, nice to see you. Ted, looking forward to Lillystad next year. Great to hear that. Yeah, we're going to be all there. The cool boys going to be there. Right, so yeah, so PMDG 777 with the Boris Audio Studio sound pack. Now we're going to start out with the GE or Gen X engines. And so what the idea is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the power up. We'll do the engine start. Listen outside, and then we'll do one engine start from inside. And then we'll do some parking brake set power ups, you know, rev the engine up, go back to idle. And then of course we'll do one takeoff to see how that sounds. Cockpit view, cabin view. And if there's any other views you would like to see and hear, let me know. I can arrange something. And then we're going to go try the Rolls-Royce Trent engines. And then we got another set, the Pratt & Whitney's as well, right? So, yep. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, sorry, not Gen X, GE90. Yeah, you're right. GE90, my bad. Yeah, no, GE90, correct. So, yeah, let's hop in. And let's quickly do a power up. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about a proper 100% power up here. Just quick power up to make sure we get the aircraft running quickly. Right, that's that, that's that, that's that. Let me get the actually, yeah, APU starting up. That's fine. That's that. That's that. That's that. Hey, Ghost. No, you missed nothing yet. No, all good. Right, let's get the parking brake on. That's fine. Flaps lever, gear lever, looks good. Okay. And then the engine sound.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Crazy Sarcasm, thank you so much. Welcome to the community. Now I'm not sure why. I mean, the AP generator's on. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. I was just wondering, why does it power up? Here we go. Here's the power up. Yeah, I agree. We need a good 787 sim, yeah. 200 ER going. 200 ER. Exclamation mark RP. Formula fan. Exclamation mark and then Romeo Papa. RP. Then you get the info. Thank you, Mark. Those engines. I mean, you gotta admit, these engines are so impressive.
Thank you for your kind donation, and please
Another
join us on the captain's table.
€3 from Anonymous.
Got to get my tissues ready, Kappa. Interested to hear the PWs as I remembered my 777 to 200 flight from Kansai to Haneda back in April.
Nice. Once again, thanks so much. Yeah, look forward to the sounds. Guys, I found something the other day. I did find an explanation on why you have that howling sound here in the GEs and in the let's say the A220 engines. Now I already knew that it has to do with the. I knew it has to do with the combustion chamber, but the explanation was quite interesting because that person was explaining. He was a technician, and he was saying that yes, the sound comes because as the engine spools up, there's a certain airflow, and then you have the fuel injection. Then the airflow resonating with, I think was it with the oh man, I'm trying to get to the background again. Some part of the engine in the passive combustion chamber starts to vibrate, so resonate. And there's a certain frequency, of course, certain airflow. At a certain airflow and a certain resonance, then you get this howling noise. And I know that whenever I'm doing outside checks, or I'm at the airport and I'm outside, especially, and even if the 777 is like, several hundred meters away, the sound gives me goosebumps. Right. Now let me do one thing. Let me just check something. Options. So you can't change sound values here, right? So there's no chance to change that here. No, so guys, we're just simply testing the 3 different sound sets, okay? So APU is running, so that's all we're going to do. Let me do the before start items here. So that's already on. Fuel pumps, beacon is on. Oh, got a few more things to do up here. Is off. That's off. That's off. Yeah, Voyager, something like that. Yeah, that's good. Transponder. That's fine. Right, let's have a look at the quick checklist. Oxygen. Now we got to wait until we got to do one thing though. Is I'm going to enter the airports. So where are we? We are 07. 07 center. Right, oxygen tested, flight instruments. 066, altimeter. I'll set something here. Altimeter should be quite high actually. High pressure. Oops. Oh. That's a bit too high. Yeah, there you go. About 1033. Perfect. Three two, IRL, thank you much. So 3-2 it is. Thank you. Right now, so here's the thing, right? I did have to switch to DLSS. Let me check the FPS right now. Let me go. Because the FPS were dropping over time. So let me go back to none, just TAA, okay. Let me check the FPS. So here in Frankfurt, I've got now 57 FPS. Main threat 1617. Yeah, so where I did my testing and I wrote that, I did that at Johannesburg. So now the thing is this, guys. As I was saying, let me just show you guys. As I was saying, with DSS, VSync doesn't work anymore. Right? So VSync, the internal VSync, only works without DLSS. Okay. So look at the FPS now. Look at this. So this is now in-game 100 FPS. Hey Ali. Hey Bruno. So DLSS with TAA 100 FPS. For Frankfurt is pretty good, I would say. Okay, so we checked the flight instruments as well. Then before start, flight door closed, MCP. Let's see. Let me just quickly do something here. So fuel, let's do 44 tons or something. Actually, let's do medium range. Medium range. Zero fuel weight is fine. So let's do that. Let's do performance quickly for the takeoff. 5 tons. Now again, we're just going to take off for the engine sounds later on. I'm not going to do a full flight because I want to try the other engines as well. And then let's do something. Let's go. Actually, I tell you what. Let's do takeoff. Okay, full power takeoff. No D-raise. Flaps 5. $171. That's fine. Alright. Takeoff speed set. CD preflight completed. Trim should be 4.5. Oops. 4.5, 00 takeoff rate completed. Right. Before taxi, flaps. Actually, hang on, let's do the engine start for this. Cool, so ready for engine start. Let's have a look at the end. No, don't want that. Engines. Colimato, hello. Well, the thing is, so guys, regarding VSync, it doesn't matter, at least for me, if it's externally activated, internally activated. No difference. It does not have true VSync. The only way I got true VSync working in Microsoft 2024 is without DLSS. Okay, guys. So, let me have a look. Let me go get to this engine here. Alrighty, let's start. Right engine. How come it has the condensation effects? What, you expected more sound? Really? I mean, honestly, I think it's fine because... Switch the engine off. Because I think... it has to stay realistic. Ali, exactly. We'll do that, yeah. Yeah, Ghost, in a minute. I'm not sure what the other sounds were there. It sounded like a thunder or something. Oh, gone now. So that was spool up, spool down. So what we're going to do a cabin view right now. Ali, no, I've got 9 more days. 9 more days. Right, there we go. Okay, so engine spool down. Now let me try that again with the cabin view. So let's start. Also nice. Awesome. I think, yeah, sounds very good, right? I mean... yeah, that sounded really nice. Right. Okay, let me go start the left engine. Let's go outside again. Let's see if we can catch the left sound as well. Okay, so let me go now, and so we're going to leave the parking brake set now. Somebody was saying, don't forget the chocks. You're right, thank you for that. Voyager, that was you, right? Let me go ground operations. Remove the chocks. And ground power is already disconnected. Yeah, let's, so parking brake is set. And then let's go brake off, but let's press the pedals fully. let me set the flaps first of all. Let's do quickly the after start flows. Yeah, we can switch off the APU. We're going to take off anyway, so let's the APU off as well. Flaps are 5. Okay, let's try again. So here's half power. Yeah, I know we can override the checklist, but I don't want to, Alistair. Because we do a takeoff in a minute. Oh, look at the engine wobble. Hang on. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they spool a bit too fast, I agree. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the GEs are not as impressive as the Rolls-Royce. We will try them out as well. Right, let's do that. Let's go. So we have got full power, no derate. Checks. Yeah, it's a bit too quiet, right? I love the ground noises. That's fine.
Rotate.
There we go.
Positive rate.
That sounds okay though. But I agree. Initially, the let me get the flap sound here. The thrust reduction is accurate. Yeah, I did like the thrust reduction as well. The only thing, guys, the only thing I don't like. One thing that's I find a bit overpowering is the environmental noise. But we can take care of that, can't we? Oh, hang on. Environment 0. What? No, that's not the right. Hang on. What? Aircraft engines? Is it? So which one would be for the? Yeah, the thing is, that's what I thought as well, Voyager, but they're not in here. I think those were just in P3D. You see? There is no sound settings here. Or you mean here the settings? EFB.
Good night, Black Box.
Ghost, thank you much. Good night. Yes, you can. Yeah, send me direct messages. Affirm. Yeah, I don't think there is. My thoughts. So if we can't change the environmental, so the general cockpit sounds, yeah, then let me just check cockpit. Let me just cockpit sounds here. All right, let me try that. Yeah. No, it's still the same. I think they're overriding. I think they're overriding the general sounds. So I find, unless I'm missing a setting somewhere. Let me just go to the menu. Unless I'm missing a setting somewhere, guys, regarding the the avionics sounds, or the cooling, the avionic cooling fan sounds, that sort of stuff, right? So the internal cockpit sounds are a bit too loud. I do like the engine sounds, no doubt. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know where they're hooked up though. I've never messed about with that either. So, and again, that sound setting cockpit didn't do anything really. Noise cancellations. Hang on. Oh, you mean like headset noise cancellation? Hang on, where is that? Oh, you mean this here? Yeah, but that's gonna dial down everything though, isn't it? No, hang on, no. Hold on. Loudness limiter. Yeah, I mean, but loudness limiter, I'd rather leave that on because I don't have anybody here. Okay, guys. Word of warning. I'm going to dial down the sounds here on my side as well. A word of warning. It may get loud now. Okay, let me just try. No change. The FLT, okay. Ah. Okay, yeah, that worked. Yeah, thank you much, guys. Okay. And that sounds somewhat metallic. I don't know. Okay. So careful, guys. I'm going to switch the headphone cancellation again off. Careful. Now you can't hear the engines at all from the cockpit. A Kolbenfresser. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, guys. So my initial, when I turned on the aircraft, my initial thought was as well, wow, the air conditioning is loud. So that drowns out a bit the engine sound. So yes, you can use the headphone mode. I agree. Then you can hear the engines better. I guess it's all down to personal preference, right? Let's now go with the Rolls-Royce. So let's do this configure. Yeah, Ali, I thought so. Yeah. Right, here we go. Rolls-Royce Trent. Livery, let's go back again to the PMDG. Rolls-Royce. Save and back. Save and back. And again, back to Frankfurt. Hang on, so Pilot Hendrik, but hang on, I did have environmental sounds on, no? Hang on.
Good night.
Voyager, thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. I'm going to see you on Tuesday, Voyager. So I'm going to see you on Tuesday if you like. It's a normal stream on Tuesday. And after that, I have my retirement flight. Okay. Isn't that external though? Isn't that like, I always thought, honestly, I thought this was for the other aircraft. All right, let's do that. All right, let's start again from cold and dark. Oh, no, hang on. No, let's go apron, right? Let's go apron. Engines off. Hang on. Why does Microsoft need to make it so complicated? Like on other flight sims? So guys, so there's just one environmental... yeah. So this is cockpit environment, just to make sure, right? And yeah, like other aircraft. Why did you put other aircraft down here somewhere? Doesn't make sense. But you are happy now with that setting, right? Let me put cockpit back to 100. Yeah, Alistair, that's what I thought, right? Environment has nothing to do with cockpit environment. It has to do with the outside environment. Hang on, guys. Let me go get the. Yeah, there may be some other hidden buttons. Give me a second, guys. Let me get Orbix running. Let's see if they got a manual there somewhere. Let's see if they got a manual. Come on, Orbix, start up. Right, in the meantime, let me just enter the departure arrival again. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see if they have a manual. Yeah, Alistair, yeah, you're right. There we go, position. So let's do departure arrival quickly. 7 center, 3 delta, excellent. And again, we'll do a full power takeoff. However, for the fuel, let's do 50 tons. Maximum beating range. There we go. Reserves 5. 55. So full power takeoff. We're going to take the CG, flaps 5, those speeds, and we're good to go. Right, manuals. So sound, PMDG 777. There's no prompt for any manuals in Audioworks. So does anybody know, is there a setting that you can change in here? Like sometimes they have a button somewhere hidden that manipulates the, apart from this. Right, so I've learned that this is the headphone simulation. Right. So that's fine. So let's run a first checklist here. That's fine. Parking brake set, and then that's fine. Trim 5. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's not electric here. It's electric on the 787, but not here on the. On the 777. I'm not the only one that says too loud. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I don't fly the 777 IRL, but here for the sim, I'm just talking about sim now. So the feeling is that the environmental sound in the cockpit is just too loud. All right, let's do it again. Engines. So again, engine start. This time. Oh, let's not do an engine start just yet. I don't think it's a good idea to do so right now. Okay, so let's go here. Oh, hang on, no, let's go back. Ground. Right, release all. Close all. Arm all. Yeah, that's better. Okay, you can see Rolls-Royce, Trent engines now. So let's see how that works. I know normally you can do dual start, but just for the sound effect, let me okay. So you can see, definitely compared to the GEs, I would say it's not the sound pack fault, guys. It's just the general architecture of the Trent Rolls-Royce 3 a 3 rotor engine, right? Just being a bit different in its design, and so there's no resonance when the engine starts. So I guess that's why it's a bit disappointing, but I mean that's normal, right? That's normal for the for that. Right, just gonna wait for the engine to spool down a bit more, and then let's have a look at the cabin view and do another engine start. So that's the cabin view now. I don't know when the sound set. It is out. Sorry, it is out. It's already released. Yeah, yeah. All right, so somebody wants a dual engine start. That's fine with me. So yeah, the thing is that since we did the GEs first, and the GEs, because of that, the incredible resonance sound that it has during startup, obviously is very impressive, especially with the deep bass. So now with the Rolls-Royce, it feels like a bit of a letdown, right? But I think that the main thing is that it's supposed to be realistic. So I think IRL, now I don't know how the Rolls-Royce sound, right, during engine start here and in the cabin as well. So I have no comparison. But I think for the flight sim fans here, this will be somewhat disappointing, right? Just saying. But let's now do a dual engine start. And let's go up. Yeah, Bruno, we'll get to that in a minute, yeah. It's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. It's just different. Hey, Valpier, hello. So, again, you know, no complaints. It's just noticing the differences, okay? That's all I'm saying. Right, let me quickly check then. We've done all that. Let's do flight controls really quickly. Oh, you see, that's the thing. I'm still using the joystick, guys, because I couldn't be bothered to change the yoke for the testing here. So what I need to do is I need to get the this. Yeah, there we go. Now it's working. All right, cool, excellent. All right, then we'll do a static run up quickly, and this is where Bruno thinks as well that that the sounds are going to be more impressive. So let's see. So about 50%. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it has more buzz to it. And a whine, yeah. No worries, Carrie. Take care. Here we go. Oh, wait. Now for this we have to remove the chocks, right? So let's go ground. Cool. There we go. Now let's go. Can't hit the engines either this way.
80 knots.
Checks.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. So get it for the climb power. Here it comes. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah, now the coning effect, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Not gonna lie, that is cool. Let's go. Yeah, that's a very nice effect. I agree. And a nice whine as well. That's good. Nice. Okay, so what we can say is the engine start is obviously not as impressive here with the Rolls-Royce. Yeah, the spool up is a bit fast. We've noticed that, but that's a PMDG thing, right? So, however, as we've just heard, in that certain area of the rotation and one rotation with the coning effect, that's very nice. That is nice. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the third then. Let's do the Pratt & Whitneys. I have no idea what to expect from those, to be honest. I don't know what the characteristics is Pratt & Whitney. To be fair. Anybody know what's the standout from the Pratt & Whitneys? And does anyone know how often are they actually installed on these aircraft? And you could dual start the Pratt & Whitney. Yeah, okay. Is it how common? Let's ask this way: how common is it? United Asia. United is using the Pratt & Whitneys. Okay, several. Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys, same procedure. Real quickly, we have a look at the overhead panel here. Oops. Oh. Hold on. Before that, though, I need to make a few adjustments here. That's that, and then that's that. The G sounds slightly different between 3 and okay, interesting. Hang on, one more thing. Hold on, one more thing. The controller. That's not. Yes, it is. Yes. So and you only have to buy it for one. So I bought it for 2024 and was able to download and install it for 2020 as well. I know. Let me enter 330, please, and you can stop complaining. What? Right. Now it's happy. Oh, come on. 200? Thank you. Hey, Bratpfanne. You think the Pratt & Whitneys are the rarest option? That's what I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trying out the sound pack. That's fine. Why don't I have the audio panel? That set. Now I'm going to do a bit faster preparations here, guys. Just for the engine starts here. APU is running. That's all good. Oh, the route. Yeah, okay. That's true. All right. Yeah, that could also be the case. Yeah. No, Pratt & Whitney is correct. Index. Departure arrival. Settle center. Make execute. Takeoff. Now we just wait for the alignment to come through. No flap sounds? I'm not... Well, there were flap sounds. Hang on. Let me check. Oh. That's weird. I don't know why I don't have any... Oh, I never... You know what? I've never flown the Pratt & Whitneys. So that's why there is no saved camera points there. There are new flap sounds. Okay, let me try that. Let me go and get into position here, and then we can check. So Korean, Japan, and United had accidents with them. Oh, really? Okay. So here's the wings. It's actually nice to hear the sounds here without the engines running. Let me save that as camera 8, I think it is. Do I have the right keyboard set? Hang on. Keyboard. Yeah, that should be right. Camera. Oh no. That's the wrong one. That's the correct one. There we go. So let's save that viewpoint. It is Ali, yeah. It's SU4 beta. Yeah. Sounds nice. Yeah, the flickering here in the sim, that's SU4 beta problem. They are aware of it. Sounds nice. Nice. Oh man. Really, I've got to go. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry for that. That's annoying. Let me, while I'm here, let me do the engine position here as well. Go forward a bit more. Yeah, the problem is Kortenwagen, I think I have changed so many viewpoints and button bindings as well over the time, so I think this will be nice. Let's do that. So we got those two set, which is nice. Now let me just get the flight deck and then we're good to go. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Bruno. Yeah. There's definitely noticeable sound changes as you walk through the cabin, which is nice. Yeah? Oh, hang on. Oh, thank you much. Okay, it did work. Fort Magna, I stand corrected. It did work. Control. So now that is saved. Fantastic. Nice. Okay, cool. We are all set for that. Let me just enter the position here, and then we're good for engine start. There we go. Let me go outside really quickly. And then let's listen to the engine. Hey Tavas, greetings, how are you? So let me get into the position here. Set the parking brake. Oh, hang on. There's one more thing. Yeah, I keep forgetting. You have to set everything here. Oh, yeah, park general. Ground. Chops. Setting the trim as well. So now I'm actually interested to see how those sounds will be like. All right, let's start right engine. Here we go. Oops. Okay, interesting. So there's a typical Pratt & Whitney little bit howl at the end, and a different sound at the beginning, which is quite noticeable. But just switch it off, and then we'll have a look at it from the cabin view. I bought it over Orbix. Window heat? Wind heat is on, right? So rotation is down. All right, let's hang on. 13. All right, we should be good now. All right, let's start again. Yeah, this recording. Here we go. I love those general cabin sounds. So you can hear that from here. in this recording, passengers were on board, while on the other two sound sets, there were no cabin sounds, no passengers. Yeah, I do. Yeah, in general, I do like the the voices as a nice touch as well. But here it would have been nice to have just the pure sounds of the engines. Gesundheit. And the pedestal. Hang on. All fun and games until the baby starts crying, yeah. It's one switch. Yeah, which one though? Cab. Manual. Ugh. Don't talk to me about manuals. Yeah, it seems to be off now. Yeah. Thanks so much, Boeing 777. Take care. See you later. Cool. All right, guys. So let's do the takeoff then. Everything's set for that. So let's rev up the engines. Here we go. Nice. Thank you much, Caleb. Okay, I will save that later. Okay, so that's cabin interphone. Yeah. Okay, so it's just and then hydraulic pumps. Ah, okay, different hydraulic. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Cool. No, all good, all good. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah. So I do like the It has a nice distinct sound set as you spool up the engines. Yeah, eventually, exactly. Oh, nice, the flapper on droop, nice. Yeah, droop spool is something like that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's try then. Take off. Yeah, can't really hear the engines, but I mean, it's IRL. You don't hear the engines that well in the cockpit. You do hear them though. I mean,
80 knots.
Checked. Oh, the V speeds have gone. It is pretty quiet. Yeah. Oh, Tabas, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Pause your brake.
Gear up. Oh, sorry. Not meant to do that. Give me the right key. There we go. All right, so El Navinav. Yeah, so it's not. Oh, now we come. There's a coning. Nice. Although I have to say, the Rolls-Royce Trents, they had the most impressive coning. Do the higher N1. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, you're right. Look the N1s here, or EPRs. So that's interesting. All right, let's. But still, nice sounds though. Yeah, nice. Okay, guys. So those three engines definitely have a distinct difference in them, which is nice to have, to be honest. And I know a lot of people, including myself, I mean, I do like proper sound sets, right? So I'm always a bit... oh, reverse. Okay, okay, we'll do that. Let me get... yeah, good idea, Kelvin. Good idea. So I'm going to go back again to Frankfurt on the ground. Yes, but still, so there's definitely a distinct difference between the three, which I like. So any add-ons that lack a typical, at least the engine sound simulation, is not really helpful in getting fully immersed, right? So as an example, the tallest basic sounds I've always found also disappointing. So definitely lacking that you know, characteristic engine sound. Yeah, so Valpier, obviously, you know, different people have different opinions and different preferences. Yeah, but absolutely. For the engine start, I mean, I would like to mix all three really, but that would be unrealistic, right? So, for the engine start, I prefer the GEs. In flight with the coning, the Rolls-Royce Trent obviously are king. So here's the engines running. Okay, so let's do a quick reverse of them. Cool. Now I'm curious. Let me get the other two. So let's go first of all with the GEs. Now, you know, I assume again it's a lot of work trying to get the sound files, get everything nicely balanced. I'm sure there's a lot of hard work, and I bought the version. So again, I bought it, right? I wasn't gifted it. I did buy the Ultimate, obviously, to get all three engine types. Now, if you now hearing that the only one that interests you is the GEs, for example, I think you can just simply get one of those. Yeah, you can get either the GEs, either the Pratt & Whitneys, or the Rolls-Royce separately, or as a bundle. So, you know, you don't have to buy all of them if you don't like them. Right, let me try that again here with the...
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay,
welcome aboard
this.
the Captain Black Box Infotainment Experience. New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class. Thank you.
Miss Gita gifting us up to Tom. Miss Gita, thank you so much for your gifted sub. Thank you so much for that. I'm not sure, I've got all three here on Orbix. I've got all three differently, separately shown. That's why I said it's all three different separately. But you're right, it may be one of those two are combined and it's just GEs that separate. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? All right, anyways. So let's try go outside here. Not really much difference here, to be honest. Oh, now we can. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a reverse idle, that's why, yeah. I was wondering, I don't hear much sound there. But yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let's have a look now. No, you can't adjust mixes. You can only, so to my knowledge, guys, unless I missed something, but the only thing it has is you can activate headphone simulation and switch on and off the cabin chatter, and then you have two options for the hydraulic pumps. But I've not seen anything regarding mixing different sound levels. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because again, I have to admit I didn't read that manual. Okay, but fun, interesting. All right, last thing we'll do is I'm gonna go test the Rolls-Royce in reverse, and then I think we're good for today's stream. Right, Rolls-Royce, Trent. Here we go. Yeah, so I mean, in this regard, I am a bit on the same side regarding. I find it somewhat embarrassing if you claim to have a high-level add-on, right, and then the sounds. You say the sounds are realistic and brilliant, etc., and then someone like Boris comes along and says, "Hold my beer," right? And then, you know, shows you what a proper sound set sounds like, right? So, all right, here we go. Cockpit reverse. Yeah. Someone just asked, so Afran, you asked if you're flying the... So you mean the PMDG here in Max Flight Sim? I would say not realistically heavy in the sense. I can see that, yes, acceleration is somewhat dimmed down, and yes, if I do an input, the roll rate is kind of synthetically kind of dialed down, but I don't get the same dynamic feel as I have, for example, in the flight factor 777 in X-Plane 12. right? So an X-Plane 12, there's a different feeling to it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the quick sound test here with the 3 different engine types. I think overall, I think yeah, he's done a great job. So I'm not going to go and tell you to buy it. Right? That's not my job. My job is just to showcase, and I'm not sponsored by him. All right, I bought it myself, paid it with my own money. So I'm happy that I've got it. Right, so I'm definitely leave that in, and yeah, and then whatever type we fly,
black box.
Yeah, we'll see what engines we have. Yes, exactly. So next stream is on Tuesday, guys. Tuesday is 1700 UTC. My last stream before my retirement flight, and then after that I'll be back after retirement. But there will be no flight stream. It'll be just a real world kind of face-to-face real talk. Stream the next flight sim is Tuesday. Let's say it this way, and then Tuesday I can tell you guys what's going on over the next couple of weeks. Leading Tal, Dankeschön, good night to you. Good night, mighty moderators. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Good night, everyone.